Yeah, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kingsley Okore, and in this video, we will be discussing something very exciting. Um, and that is one of the most interesting topics about traveling abroad, where to start from. So, the thing is that most of you guys, or should I say, most of us want to travel abroad, but the thing is that we actually do not know where to start from. We don't know where is the plan, where's the first step that I need to take, and that is what we'll be discussing in this video. That is how you can actually plan your travel abroad this year. Because if you have been struggling with it, most of the questions I get around is, I want to travel abroad, but I don't know where to start from. And that is why I'm making this video today to share with you guys your step by step what you need to do. That is a do it yourself approach without paying agents to travel abroad. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that to pay agents it's actually a bad thing to do, but this video is specifically for those that are low on budget. I mean, we know how the country is right now, and your plan for last year 2024 and your budget for sure in 2025 will have increased. The budget is still the same, but the expenses will have increased. So in this video, I want to help us to see how we can manage our finance to achieve our goal. All right, because if you watch my previous video, I told you that in this video I'll actually be sharing with you these steps. So this video is to help you utilize your little resources to achieve your goal. So stick with me to the end of this video so that you can actually get these tips I'm about to share with you. And also, if you're new to this channel, my name is Kingsley Corey, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, and I help you to actually achieve your goal of traveling abroad to either for study or for work in any of your dream countries. So please stick with me to the end of this video to get these few tips I'm about to share with you. All right. So what is the first thing? The first thing that you need to do when you want to travel abroad is to define your goals. What do I mean by defining your goals? You need to actually decide why you want to study abroad. Are you planning to study abroad to gain new skills, or you're trying to experience new culture, or you're trying to um, develop the skills you already have? So you need to actually find out your why, basically. Even if it's jackpot, it's still a why. You understand? So you need to actually define your goals for traveling abroad. So once that is done, once you already have your why, then we move to the next step. And what is the next step? The next step of the goal is to choose a country. How do you choose a country? So all of this do-it-yourself approach that I'm saying can be done with search engine Google. That is the only thing you need to get your goal achieved, Google. So the second step, like I mentioned, which is choose the right country for you. Now you want to have, like, I usually tell people, like also some people that have reached out to me about this confusion regarding the destination for study. I say to them, choose three countries. At most, choose five countries in mind. And these five countries in mind, you need to Google about it. All right. You need to Google about these five countries. Five may be too much. Narrow it down. Narrow it down to three. All right. Narrow it down to three. So what you want to do is you need to research, what is this country like? Is it a developing country? Is it a developed country? You know, what type of institutions are in this country? What is the tuition fees in this country? What are the type of universities? So you just need to find out basically this which country you need to, because that is the, I think that is the hardest for most people, deciding which country they want to actually travel abroad to. Because to be honest, what most of us know about is UK, US, Canada, Australia. And if it's out of these four, then you are lost. But to be honest, there are actually a lot of countries that actually fit in your budget. But the thing is that you need to make this research to know which of these countries they are. You understand? We have Germany, we have Norway, we have Finland, we have Slovakia, we have Romania, we have We have Lithuania, all right? We have Riga, we have Malta, we have Estonia. You can name these countries, like it's endless. And these countries I just mentioned offers less tuition fees compared to the popular UK, US, Canada, and Australia that you all guys know. And the problem and why you're still stuck with your plans is because your budget is not enough to afford these top ranking countries that I mentioned. So try to narrow it down. Choose, choose some of these small countries. It's not that they are bad. No. It's just because they are not popular, but they have their benefits as well. Some of them are in the Shenzhen region and they have their benefits. So you need to research about this stuff. You need to find out about this stuff. You need to, check the country. And let me bust your bubbles. Some countries like the UK, US, and Canada that you talked about, as a student, you cannot work full time. You can't. Because if you are in the US, UK, and Canada, I think a work they have a work time per week. You understand? So if you struggle with a budget in the beginning, and maybe with loans and other things, you get to end up in the UK, US, and Canada, hoping that you pay back your borrowed loan when you started working as a student. And then due to lack of research, you discover that even as a student, you cannot work full time. And that gives a headache, or it gives you a problem, because now you are faced with the problem of paying back your loan and also surviving in the current situation. And then the next thing will be to jackbada. And I don't want that to be your portion in this video. So that is why I am bringing this goodie to you. So, which I mentioned. Number one rule, your why. Number two, choose your country. Choose the country you want to travel to. I've mentioned a few in this video. So choose the country you want to travel to. So the third rule, or should I say the third step to achieve your goal, is to find an institution. We've actually discovered, we've defined our why, which is the first step. The second step, we've made a research about which country we want to travel to. Now, the third thing you need to do is, you see that country you picked in your mind now, that country that's in your mind. What you want to do now is to make a research of the universities in that country. There are lots of universities, a lot of universities. But what you need to do when you're choosing a university, first thing you need to check accreditation and reputation. This university that I want to choose in this country, is it accredited? Because there was a rumor, sometimes I heard, it's a rumor, I don't know how true it is, that there are some universities in some countries, I will not mention, that when you finish the university or something, you will now discover that these universities are not accredited. So your chances or your plans of getting a post study becomes trouble. You understand? It become wahala. So you need to find out if these universities are accredited, and what is the reputation. Is it among the top 5? Is it among the top 10? Or when they are mentioning universities in that country, will they be saying, oh, I know that university? Or will it be, which university is that? You understand what I mean? So you need to find out the reputation and accreditation of the university that you chose in your country of choice. Now, the second thing under this third step you want to do is, which courses are they offering? You understand? Which courses are this university offering? You want to know if this university that you've chosen actually has your course. I could remember when I was making my research, because I also did a do it yourself, and that is why I'm confident enough to share this with you, because it's something that I have done, it's something that I tried, and it worked. You understand? I made a research from scratch down to my visa application. And in my next videos, subsequent videos, I will be sharing with you these steps as well. All right. So, like I mentioned, the courses. You want to find out if your course of choice is actually offered by your university, and that can be easily found in the university website. So when you find out a country, that can be done on Google to find out countries, their benefits, and if they can work full time in that country. That is step 2 of finding a country. You need to find out if you can work full time in that country as a student. You need to find out if the country, if the country is okay, what is their minimum wage? You understand? How easy is it to find a job? All these are the things you need to find out regarding your country. You understand? Don't let the popular, what is saying, the popular social media charade of some of these top countries get into your head for you not to see the opportunities in all these smaller countries. So you need to find out in the third step which courses they are offering. You understand? If your courses or your course of choice is in this university. So once that is done, once you already have a course in mind and you see the course in the university website, then you go in to look into the fees. Is what is the tuition fee per year? Can I afford it? So when you look into the tuition fee, you have to find out if you can actually afford the tuition fee. So when that is done, you understand, then you already have a university, you have a country, and then you have a course, and then you also have the fee in mind. So what you also want to be looking at is the location of the university. You need to, so how do you find out the location of the university? When you look at the university address, you pick the university address, you Google the university address. So when you Google the university address, you find out the name of the city where the university is. What number is it? Is it the biggest city in the country? Is it the second largest city in the country? The reason why you're doing this is to help you find out which country, I mean, which city is it? Because a city could also be a determinant of where you're planning to like this. A city can also be a determinant of your success. You understand? You don't want to live in the remote area of the university. It could limit some of the opportunities. You understand what I mean? At the same time, if you are living in the big city, it could also be expensive. So you need to weigh your options. That if you want to live in the, if your school is in the remote areas of the country, am I planning to live there, or should I move to maybe a smaller city if my university type or if my course type is remote? I can, some courses are remote that you can take most of the lectures online. So you need to also consider this with the location. And then again, you could also go into like Quora, Reddit, Nairaland. These places you can find circles, you can find communities, or even see like students that have been through this university or that are in this university to ask for their reviews, to ask for their feedback regarding the school or the university in general. So you understand the whole concept of the university, the way I broke it down now. So you have to find out the accreditation, the course offering, the location, and also reviews. So these ones are what you can do in the third step. So when we talk about the fourth step would be requirement, because the third step, you've looked into the school to know if it is what you want. But at the same time, the fourth step, you need to find out if the school wants you to. So what do I have? Is it what the school requires in terms of academic requirements? What is my CGPA? Is my CGPA up to the course I'm applying for? That you have to look into. You understand? So if you're studying, if you did ND, HND, is it acceptable in this school that I am applying to? You have to look into that. That is the academic requirement. Language proficiency. Some schools requires you to write what's it called, IETLs, TOEFL, and others. You need to find out this school if you require that as well to apply. Most of the schools now, I think most of the schools in Europe, um, in Lithuania, where I am now, Riga, Estonia, in the Baltics, and some schools in Europe, if you can be able to provide what we call English proficiency certificates or letter of English proficiency, they would not require you to write these exams. Because if you can show that you did a previous degree in English, they will not require you to write this exam. So you need to find out if this is applicable for you as well. If the school you are applying for requires you to write IETLs, or if you can just submit your proficiency certificate. How do you get your English proficiency certificate? You get it from your university, where you got your where you got your transcript. So they will give you English proficiency letter from the HOD or maybe the VC. So that is it. And then again, you want to look at application deadline. And that is why I'm releasing this video in January to you guys, that you need to start your application early. It is January now. And in this January now, people that started their application in maybe last year summer may probably be resuming in February. You understand? They may probably be resuming in February. So what you want to do is to start your application now, so that by September, trust me, you're moving your bag to either Muritala Muhammad or Abuja to, or other flights or other airports, international airports, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And you're moving your bags and relocating to another country, to chase your dreams and to chase your aspirations. So that is that for that one. And the fifth step that you need to do is to also consider your finances. You need to plan your finances very well. This is very, very, very important. Financial aspect is also very important, because most of you, or most of us, we have these locations, these wonderful locations, and our finances is not up to it, which is why it feels like we are stuck. And this is why I'm making this video, because I want to let you know that you're not stuck. You only need to channel your attention to somewhere else. You understand? And the more you delay, the more your budget seems like, the more your budget and your plan seems like, far-fetched. You understand what I mean? So you need to plan your finances. The tuition fees, you need to know how much is your budget. How much do you have for budget for this plan? Then how much is the tuition fee that you're seeing? This tuition fee, can I be able to pay 1 year? Because most schools require you to pay 1 year of tuition fees, and when you come, you can pay others. So you need to check, what is 1 year tuition fee? If I pay this 1 year's tuition fee, the country I'm going to, am I able to work full time to be able to meet up to pay the other tuition fees? you know so these are the plans that people fail to make, that make them get into trouble when they travel to some countries that the law does not permit them to work full time. So you need to know that there are also stuff like living expenses. Is the country affordable for me? With my little budget, can I be able to survive in this country I'm going to with the little expenses that I have? Because trust me, after tuition fees, you need pocket money. How long can I survive on my pocket money before I get something else to do? Also, to help you, you can see if you can look out for scholarships. If the university has scholarships, they can offer to you to just subsidize what you have. Work opportunities. I've talked about work opportunities. That will I be how easy is it for me to get a job? Once you do all of these things that I've mentioned step by step, and you've taken note of these steps, you can rewind the video if you forget a few points that I've mentioned. But trust me, if you take these things that I've mentioned step by step, trust me, before September, you have an admission in the bag in a country that you don't even know existed, but it's been there. You just need to do your research. After that one, then you can go on to the visa process, which is the sixth step. And this visa process, I will break it down in another video, not in this video. I'll break it down in another video. I would talk about some visa processes of some universities, especially maybe here in Lithuania, that I am, and other Baltic states. So I'll break that visa application process down in the next video. But for this video, I've mentioned 5 steps. I've mentioned 5 steps of what you need to do. And if you take the 5 steps step by step, I promise you that you will be landing admissions in the university of your choice. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this moment with me. And like I mentioned, if you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. Please also share this video to your friends, to your family, who are also stuck in the process of figuring out how to proceed further with their travel abroad plans. So guys, please grow this community with me. I am not charging anything. I am not a travel agent or anything. I'm just here to share my experiences and to share my knowledge for you to navigate your way travel abroad plans. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one, and see you in the next video when I'll be talking about the visa process. So guys, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be among the first persons to actually know when I drop a video. So if you've not seen my previous video, you can check it out in the videos uploaded. In that one, I talked about how you can actually achieve your 2025 goals. And in this one, I'm just talking about, how to start your travel abroad. So till I come your way again, I remain Kingsley Okore, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.